Hello my beloved scholars, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at the gram. So we've looked at the two of the three basic units of measurement in the metric system. We have looked at the liter and we have looked at the meter. Today we're looking at the gram. So if you need to go catch up on those two, just look for the videos. 2 videos each, so one with an introduction to the topic and one with converting within the different denominations of that unit. So we're looking at the gram, and the gram is the unit of measuring weight, how heavy something is, right? So when we looked at the liter, we said that the liter was used to measure volume or liquid capacity, how much substance you can pour into a container, right? That's for the liter. And the meter was used to measure length or distance, the length of an object or the distance between 2 points, 2 places. So that's the meter. The gram, which we're looking at today, is used to measure how heavy something is, how much substance is packed within the thing. So I have 4 articles that I'm going to show you just so you have an idea of what we mean when we talk about a gram. Alright, so let's look at the 4 items that I have. So here I have a sachet of coffee, right? This is 14 grams. See, so it's pretty light. 14 grams. So we're going to go down the chart, but as you can see, the gram is here in the middle. So you can imagine that the milligram, the centigram, these are even smaller units, right? These are even smaller units, tinier units. So if we divided this into 14 parts, and you see how light it is already, if we divided this into 14 parts, we would be here at the 1 gram. And then if you divided that into 1,000 parts, 1,000 parts, you would have the milligram. Okay, so that just gives you an idea of, put it there, darling. Thank you, honey.
Okay.
All right, so that would give you an idea of how very light the milligram is. So we're talking about something like a mosquito, a fly, an ant, right? That kind of weight would be measured in milligrams. So this little sachet of coffee is already 14 grams. Here we have a bigger sachet. This is coconut milk powder. And this one is 50 grams. Okay, so 14 grams, 50 grams. Have an idea of the weight. This instant oats. So this one is 225. Let me make sure I have it right. It's so tiny, it's so small. 225 grams. Right, 225. And this one here is 400 grams. So as you can see here, so the gram, it takes 1,000 grams to make a kilogram. So that means half of a kilogram, half of 1,000 is 500, right? So half of the kilogram would be 500 grams. So this is roughly, this is 400. So add a little more. So add 2 more of this to this. So if we add another 1 of this, 2 of the coconut milk and the lentils, we would have half of a kilogram. We would have 500 grams, because remember, this is 50, this is 400. So if we have the 400 and 2 of the 50, that will give you an idea of 500 grams which would be halfway to the kilogram. Therefore, if we're weighing larger objects, like a person, like a baby, so a baby is born, and you want to see how heavy is the baby, right? You wouldn't measure the baby in grams. The baby is much heavier than these items that I just displayed here. So the baby would be measured in kilograms. It would not be many kilograms, right? Would not be many, maybe 2 point something kilograms or 3 point something kilograms. The average baby. So, but still in kilograms. You could, of course, convert to grams, and we're going to do that in the next video, because for each of the units of measurement, we do the introductory video, and then we do a video on converting between the different denominations of the unit, right? Of course, a child or a grown adult, again, we would give the measurement in kilograms. We have huger things, so then we go over into tons, right? 1,000 kilograms. That, of course, you could not lift. You could not lift. You would have to get a machine to lift something, a much bigger machine to lift something that weighs a ton. Alright, so that gives you an idea of what we're talking about, right? When we say gram, milligram, kilogram. So let's look at the chart. Now remember, the metric system is a base 10 system. And our regular system, our decimal system, which we use for arithmetic and other computations in math, is a decimal system, is a base 10 system as well, which is very convenient. It's very convenient, it's very easy for us because they are both base 10. So we work in powers of 10 or fractions of powers of 10, and it's very easy to convert that way. And even when you're doing addition and subtraction and multiplication in the metric system, you just go according to how you would normally do it in the decimal system. They are both base 10. So you will notice then, so the gram is the basic unit of weight in the metric system. So the gram is here, call this the mid-ground, right? Below this, we have 1,000, so the milligram, and look at the prefixes. The prefixes will help you to discover how many of the units. Milli, the prefix milli means 1,000, or you're dividing up the thing into 1,000. In other words, it takes 1,000 milligrams to make 1 gram. Centi means 100th. 1 over 100, 100. So it takes 100 centigrams to make 1 gram. Deci means 1/10. So it takes 10 decigrams to make a gram. From the gram now heading this way, so these are getting bigger than the gram. The gram is bigger than these are bigger than the gram. So deca means 10. 10 grams make 1 decagram. Hecto means 100. 100 grams make a hectogram. Kilo means 1,000. So 1,000 grams make a kilogram. So if you pay attention to the prefixes, you will be clearer in terms of where you are with how many of what makes the other denomination in the unit. So just remember, milli 1,000, centi 100, deci 1/10. The gram is the basic unit for weight. Deca means 10, hecto means 100, kilo means 1,000. Once you have that pat, then you'll easily convert from one to the other. If you're converting from a smaller unit to a larger unit, you divide. So if you're converting from grams to kilograms, you're going to divide the grams by 1,000, since 1,000 grams make a kilogram, and you change it from grams to kilograms, smaller to bigger, you divide. If you're converting from a larger unit to a smaller unit, you multiply. Kilograms to grams, you multiply by 1,000. Or grams to milligrams, you multiply by 1,000. Or grams to centigrams, you multiply by 100. Grams to decigram, multiply by 10, and so on. So just pay attention to, like I said, pay attention to the prefix, and that will give you a great clue as to what you're going to be multiplying or dividing by. What tells you if you're multiplying or dividing though? Are you moving from bigger to smaller or smaller to bigger? Bigger to smaller, you multiply. Smaller to bigger, you divide. And that's it for our introductory video on the gram, the basic unit of weight, how heavy the thing is in the metric system. So look out for the next video, which will talk about converting grams to kilograms, kilograms to centigrams, milligrams to whatever, using the prefixes and using these two rules to decide whether we're going to multiply or divide, right? If you have been helped by this video, just drop a line in the comments to say thank you, miss, to show your appreciation, and please share the video so that other students may benefit from the information. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I would suggest that you do so that you can have access to other videos on a vast number of topics from grade 4 all the way up to CSEC mathematics. And if you don't see the video you're looking for, the topic you're looking for as yet, drop a comment and let me know which video you want me to do, which topic you want me to do a video on, and I'll speed up that process for you. Thank you, my scholars. Thank you for tuning in. As always, remember to practice your maths. As scholars of mathematics, you must practice every day. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care, beloved.